Don't matter what they say, 'cause we be killing it, killing it, killing it all the way.
Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm showing you all some healthier alternatives to otherwise unhealthy snacks. So without further ado, let's get started. So this first snack idea is yogurt bark, which is a great alternative to ice cream or chocolate or anything sweet really. So start off with some yogurt. I would recommend Greek yogurt because it has more protein, and I'm using the strawberry flavored one because I just think it tastes really good. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just make sure your yogurt is all mixed together so it's all the same consistency and all the fruit at the bottom is mixed in. And then take a baking sheet and some parchment paper and put your yogurt on top of that and start spreading it out with a spatula. Make sure it is very smooth and there are no lumps in it or anything like that. And also beware of making it too thin because you don't want it to break when you freeze it. So next up we have the toppings. You can really do whatever you want. I chose to use some freeze-dried strawberries and also some sliced almonds. However, you could also put in some fresh fruit or granola. You could even put some chocolate chips in it if you wanted to. So anyway, I'm just pushing the strawberries into the yogurt so they stay in there when it freezes. And then I just sprinkled the almonds on top. So once that is done, just take your yogurt bark and put it in the freezer for overnight or at least 6 hours until it is frozen solid. And then just like chocolate bark, you can break yogurt into pieces however big or small you want them to be. And that is pretty much all you have to do to make your very own yogurt bark. I think the best way to eat it is in a bowl since it is going to melt and might get a little bit messy like ice cream. But besides that little con, it is super yummy. And if you're having a craving for something sweet like chocolate or ice cream, this is definitely the healthier option because it tastes super good, but it's also very sweet and it definitely reminds me of ice cream because it's kind of that frozen consistency. And just like any other frozen treat, you can keep it in the freezer to stay fresh and solid until it goes bad. So next up we have these peanut butter apple nachos, which I guess aren't really like nachos, but they have the same concept and they're a great alternative to eating nachos. So start off with 2 to 3 green apples and then just slice those up into thin slices. I actually used an apple cutter for this and it worked perfectly. So once you're done that, just set that aside and move on to the dip for the apples. So basically all you have to do is put 3 heaping tablespoons of peanut butter into a bowl along with 1 tablespoon of honey. Since both of these ingredients generally have pretty thick consistencies, what you're going to want to do is put that bowl into the microwave for about 45 seconds to get it kind of melted down a little bit smoother, and then just take a spoon or whisk and mix that all together until it has a very smooth, creamy consistency. And then just take that dip and basically just drizzle it all over the apples. You do however much you want, or you cannot drizzle it at all, you can just dip it into the sauce, but either way it's going to taste really good. And as for toppings, you can put whatever you want on it. I chose to use some dark chocolate chips and some peanut butter chips and they tasted really good. And that is all you have to do to make these apple nachos. This is a surprisingly healthy snack. Peanut butter has a ton of protein. Apples are obviously good for you because they have fruit. And dark chocolate chips are also really good for you as well because dark chocolate has a lot of good stuff in it. I don't know the science behind it, but it's actually really good for you too. Not to mention it also tastes pretty amazing. So next up we have these flourless, healthy peanut butter and chocolate chip cookies. These sound pretty complicated, but they're actually incredibly easy to make. So in a large bowl, crack 1 large egg, half a cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then just whisk that all together until it's completely smooth and all the chunks from the sugar are completely dissolved. This whole mixture is going to look a little bit gross, but trust me, the end product is super tasty. Next, just add 1 cup of peanut butter to your mixture as well, and then just mix that all together until it is totally combined. Keep in mind the dough is going to look basically like a clump of peanut butter, so don't be alarmed because that is totally what it is supposed to look like. Next, just add 1 cup of dark chocolate chips. Make sure you don't go over that because if you do, the cookies might not stick together. So anyway, just mix the chocolate chips into the batter with a spatula or a wooden spoon until they are all submerged throughout the cookie dough. And next, just take a tablespoon or a little cookie scoop and scoop out 1-inch balls of dough and put that on the baking sheet about 2 inches apart from each other. And then bake them in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. Once they are done, the edges should be golden brown, but they will still be pretty soft. But once they cool, they will definitely harden up and they won't be too delicate or anything like that. But the cool thing about these is that even when they are cool, they still stay super chewy and soft and they taste really good. If you are a fan of peanut butter, you'll definitely love these. And also the chocolate definitely does not hurt. Plus there's no flour or butter or anything too unhealthy in these, so don't feel too guilty about eating 2 or 3 of these cookies. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to follow my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. They are all linked down below, as well as on the screen right now. If you want to see my latest tube videos, make sure to click the top right hand of the screen to see all of those. And I will see you guys next Wednesday with a new video.